Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. My name is Fergus Mulligan, and today I want to do a breakdown of a scene that I recently shot with a friend of mine where I acted, I directed, I edited, and mixed it. And today we're just kind of gonna go over the cut and see all the choices that I made as an actor and that Mark made as an actor, and my choices as a director, and then how this has played out in the edit. And I hope you guys find this interesting. So, this opening scene is with Mark, my friend, who's playing the other character. And we actually shot this scene after we shot the initial scene because we realized that it needed a bit of dramatic irony and that the audience should know that I'm a dead man. You'll see my character in a minute. So there's a phone call here. Let's just play this out. I know you guys are close. It doesn't have to be you.
Nah, man, it's just business.
What? So all this was quite a subtle intro just to prep us going into the scene. We had cut together a fairly decent rough cut of how the scene played out before we shot the scene, so we kind of knew what we were looking for, so I had a context for it. So we went back out to the location and I decided to shoot it from a different angle and get Mark to give me some intro dialogue about he's going to kill me off tomorrow, that he'll take care of business. So we did a few different takes. It's funny, this is the last take, and I knew it was just the right tone. My direction to him then was, when you're on the phone to whomever he's on the phone to, that it's like, yeah, it's just business. It's quite callous. And then when you hang up the phone, that we see the concern and the weight of having to kill one of the people he was very close to in his life. These guys were childhood friends. So I think his performance here really captures that. And it's funny, we had loads of dialogue before that, but then we just thought, no, it's just business. Was all we needed here. The more I edit, the less dialogue that I seemingly need to have in the final cut, and it may be just a line and a look that say it all. Let's play it on. So what I love there is we hear the laughter of the other scene coming in still on the initial shot, so we know that he's masked when we get into the real scene. So we see the real him at the start, and now we see the Mark that kind of has the agenda to get information out of me to where I'm going to be tomorrow, so that his henchmen or him, there's a time and a place where I'm going to die, basically.
You sure you can't be tempted? Oh man, you're a changed man.
So I think this is a great setup. It took us a while to get this, so this wasn't in the initial cut. We had so much more dialogue than this. So, what I love about this, it's more so, you sure can't tempt you, so you with a drink. And I'm looking at him, no, that's not for me. And he said, you're a changed man. And it shows how much the two guys have the trajectory at which they've changed from each other. So it starts off on an offbeat. One guy wants one thing and the other guy doesn't want to do that at all.
I'm gonna miss it.
And the reaction off there, you're a changed man. And then I'm like, yeah, I am a changed man. So I thought that was an interesting choice for me as an actor and an editor. And then he's kind of... I miss this man. It's just, and then you see me thinking, mulling over, yeah, you miss it, but you can't have it all type thing, which was all in the dialogue, but we removed all that to make it more of a subtle thing, that it's in the looks. What I found was great to shoot a scene like this from kind of behind is that we both as actors could be looking off and be thinking and mulling over the situation while the other actor couldn't see what we were thinking. So it left a lot of room for subtext and subtlety shooting a scene this way.
Shame about the taxation problem with Hennessy.
So what I love about this, there's a great moment about, he loves to be back here. And, then I go into this, I should have dealt with this thing earlier, which I bring up with Mark now, and you can see that Mark is sort of bitter about that still.
You're right about him. Should have taken care of him sooner.
And I confess that he was right, that I should have taken care of this guy who I should have taken care of sooner. But I don't even give it to him. I'm looking away, and it's not. I don't really mean. It's like a backhanded. I'm not really saying sorry here, you know? That's kind of basically. I'm admitting that he was right, but I'm not saying sorry, which is kind of a slap in the face.
It's always going to be a Hennessy, man. Greasy fucking cogs like him are essential in the politician's machine.
He's giving me advice. I'm thinking about.
You could have
what he's
handled it
saying.
sooner. Don't get me wrong, but
This is great from Mark here. Could have handled it sooner. Don't get me wrong. He's like, yeah, that was another needle. You know, you could have handled it sooner. It's just great. It's great. He's still caught up about it.
don't lose any sleep over it. Besides, man, I'm just gonna relax today. You know, take all this in.
So they're talking about business, and then he's talking about relaxing and taking this in. And I don't really want to hear any of this. This is the kind of cowboy he is. He's an alcoholic. He's a druggie potentially. That's kind of what I was thinking as an actor at the time when I was performing this. I don't want to hear this from him. He can barely keep his shit together. I'm the real man who's taking care of business. So it's nicely conveyed here.
Fuck! Can you believe this, man? Look at it. Did you ever think growing up we'd have a...
So here, I love Mark's physicality in this scene here, and so what the crops helped me do, and I like the letterbox ratio for the videos that I make anyway. It looks more cinematic, it frames the visuals better, but also in this situation here where Mark is moving quite a bit and the frame is medium shot, I can afford to in post reframe it as he's moving. So that's what's really handy about the letterbox, and I subtly reframed it here and keyframed it.
Fucking balcony looking up.
You barely notice it. Well, I think anyways, and it looks natural. It looks like a natural camera
Over the
movement.
park.
He's roping me in about, man, look at this fucking park. This is great. And
Look out and all this shit. We used to run through this park as young lads. Fucking.
he's trying to bring about up at times that we were close and we were having a good laugh.
Security
together.
guards be fucking chasing after us.
And I take the bait with the start of a story, and I have a little laugh.
Yeah, as they should have.
Yeah, it's true. You were.
And I love this look from me here, as they should have. We were scuts back then. We were bold little kids, and then the look in my eyes there is like, but I don't want to be like that anymore. I'm a businessman now. I'm not into running, gunning, and selling drugs on the street, essentially.
Scuts.
And he says we're scuts, as if we're still scuts, and I look away like with disdain, which is quite nice from me and quite a subtle bit here. So now we go into go back to the wide again.
I remember you, man. That fucking day in the toy store. I told you, don't take the badminton set. I mean, what the fuck were we gonna do with a racket and a net?
We don't have a fucking garden.
You lied to me, man. I swear to God, that fucking fat security guard, he's no more gonna chase me than
and he fucking did.
he was right over. Whoosh, whoosh.
I was like, what the fuck?
He was like Sonia. He could move, man. He could like Sonia Sullivan. You laid down there. You were beating your chest. Going, oh yeah. It's fucking crazy.
So that whole two shot there, which I really love this. It's like they're sharing a childhood memory, a really funny childhood memory, but we as an audience, we don't get to see that. We see the back of their head, and the story was good enough not to cut from Mark there. It was a really good take for him, and you know, I'm genuinely laughing there, which is what I love about that take, and he's genuinely getting into it. But we don't see the reactions as an audience, and it kind of gives more of that sense that those days are over. Just because they were great times then doesn't mean they're great times now, which I think which is a really good choice for me as an editor to, I think, now looking back at this after cutting together a couple of weeks ago, seeing that I was confident enough just to stay on this, and then I come out of it here, and as you see, then I come out of the wide, and then Mark kind of,
It's fucking crazy.
it's fucking crazy, man. There's just this kind of moment of like, God, they were great times. God, we're great men, and then we share a beat together.
Imagine if I had the money that I have now, could have bought up all these buildings.
What I love about this is like, we share this beat of like, God, they were great times, and we share it together. And then I just changed the topic about, God, if I had the money I had now, I could buy up all these buildings. And Mark doesn't like that. It's like, God, can you not just live with me here and now in the present? And I love this kind of idea that, like, you know, he's planning to kill me, you know, the next day. But it's like he's trying to, you know, he feels guilty, and that he's trying to have one last moment with me. So that plays out that way.
Man, forget about the money.
And he says it to me literally. Yeah, forget about the money, man.
You know, just fucking dream with me.
You don't have to dream anymore.
And then I love that. Just dream with me. Just be here with me. Like, can we not just share this moment together of our successes, you know? Even though he's gonna kill me off tomorrow. And I'm planning, as an actor here, I'm planning to kill him off as well. But I haven't set a date. I haven't gone as far as he's gone. So I'm kind of looking at him with a kind of look here, like, we don't have to dream anymore. And the look is like, I'm giving you one last chance to stop your hustle and bustle ways and become a real businessman like me. And he looks at me, and then we share a moment, and there's a lot of truth in this. And the smile there is like, I'm never going to change. You can't change.
We got the real shit here, the estate shit.
And I say to him one more time, we got everything we need here. We don't have to be hustling drugs anymore. We don't have to play the dangerous game. We can be real businessmen. And I look at him like, I'm giving you a shot here. This is the opportunity. This is kind of what this meeting's about, or whatever.
Yeah.
He turns down my offer. Yeah. And yeah, I love this reaction from
Sorry.
here. It took me a while to find that. And the real disappointment, I mean, like, you can see that I cared about this guy once, and it's like, well, now it's over.
I can't go on the piss with you. I have to be on the building site tomorrow morning. Business plus that contractor that we...
I love all this. You know, he's watching me. He knows that I'm talking about tomorrow. I'm gone into my bullshit story now, because I know he's not going to be a businessman like me. And now he's just, okay, where's he going to be?
We've got working for us.
His cogs are going over in his mind. Where am I going?
Pull his coat. And if he's anything to do with that Hennessy boy...
And I'm so and you can hear it in my voice here, I'm so distracted about what I'm saying. I'm not observing what he's thinking about.
Gonna cut his money, that faggot.
What time are you going to be down there at?
And here's the big change of the scene. He asked me what time am I going to be down there at. Now, he never asks me that. And then immediate suspicion from me. And he's watching. It's just a question. He knows it's just a question, you know.
12 maybe? Why? Do you need me to do something for you?
And now, seriously suspicious. Look at those eyes. He'd never asked me that.
It's just seeing where you're going to be. That's all.
Now, interesting, when I look at that there, I could probably made a different choice than I did. Just going to see where I'm going to be. When he knows he's got me, but maybe it's a little too literal there. We maybe didn't have to. But I'm not looking at the moment. I'm looking off, so we know that as an audience. And then I love this for me. Just going to see where very subtle, and then I'm thinking, fuck, is he setting me up? Is this a setup? Just a very
You should
subtle.
relax a bit, man. Take some time off to enjoy the finer things in life.
I love that. He's telling me to relax. And I'm still also. And I don't like what he's saying to me here. Yeah, like, you've been relaxing and I've been taking care of business. But I'm also, at the same time, you see that I'm thinking about, like, what did he mean by where am I going to be at tomorrow? And what does that mean?
Yeah, I'll relax when the time's right.
And then I love that line, I'll relax when the time's right. I'll relax when you're gone. So,
Yeah. It's just business.
love all that. You know, he goes, yeah, no, that's a really great line. I think that's one of his best lines in the piece. It's just business. And I know what just business means. Business doesn't get in the way of friendship. Business first, friendship second. And I love that this line, it starts and finishes with this line from this piece, which was not in the original script because we've pretty much adapted this script from The Wire completely now. And then there's the reaction of me like, you fucking bastard, betray me, you know? I can't believe you betrayed me. Even though I was going to betray him anyways, but I hadn't gone as far as he's gone. You know, that's kind of the idea there.
Yeah.
And then he's beat me. We're going for the hug, and my mask drops. Right, I'm just going to remove the thumbnail here. I think it's here. And you see, I'm a dead man. It's all there. Love this wide here where he holds me by the shoulder. He knows he has me. He's totally dominating me as a character, and we see the change that my character's gone through from the emotional point of view, but now the physicality, where it seemed like I was on top at the start, and now I am the weaker man essentially. I walk off and we catch Mark's reaction as he goes, and his sociopathic look kind of there inside. Love that. And we turn around. I hope you guys enjoy this. I know I've probably been stumbly here and there, but I've been thinking about it as I'm going through this as well. It's not something that I'd completely set in mind. It's interesting looking at it a few days later and my perspective on it then. I still think it holds, because a lot of edits that I do from dramatic scenes, after a couple of days when I rewatch it back, I see all the holes in it, but I think this scene still holds up as a scene. So I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video, and if you liked it, drop a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Cheers guys for watching.